brought to you by Bayer Aspirin. Pure aspirin for pure pain relief. Bayer works wonders. And now let's all play What's My Line? And now, live from New York, let's meet our What's My Line panel. First, the delightful star of stage and television, Miss Arlene Francis.
Thank you. And now a most versatile gentleman who has a new piano album that is just magnificent, called The Cool, Quiet Bossa Nova, Mr. Steve Allen.
Next, very delightful new face in show business, a young lady who's been on quite a few shows lately, been working with Jack Benny. She'll be appearing soon with Ed Sullivan. From Israel, Miss Aliza Kashi.
I would like to introduce a person that even in Israel we read his books. But I missed him when he was in Israel. Mr. Bennett, sir.
You know, our panel moderator, John Daly, brings the darndest people into the studio. Tonight, he brought a chief in. Not one of the Kansas City chiefs. They had their own troubles today, but this was a cannibal chief. And he made a remark that poor John is still mulling over. What the cannibal chief said was, I never yet have met a woman I didn't like. And here is the man he made the remark to, Mr. John Daly.
Bennett, I ate you. Oh, dear me. That's terrible. Miss Kashi, may I welcome you to What's My Line?
You may.
It is nice. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Very nice to have you with us. And, of course, Steve, as I've said many times, it's like old home week when we have you back.
Thank you, John.
We'd like to have you, dear. And, Arlene, you look prettier than ever.
Thank you, dear.
And Bennett, well, we have a lot of very interesting occupations tonight. And we'll also have a famous mystery guest before my friends on the panel a little bit later in the program. But right now, let's meet our first contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Karen Jones. Right, ma'am? It's Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones, I heard a compliment out of the audience. I don't suppose you heard it. It said, what beautiful handwriting. So there you are. You've got a wonderful... Where are you from?
Catasauqua, Pennsylvania.
Do that again?
Catasauqua, Pennsylvania.
Catasauqua, Pennsylvania. What is it? What big city is it?
It's right near Allentown and Bethlehem.
Near Allentown and Bethlehem. Nice to have you here. All right, Miss Jones, Mrs. Jones, may I present our panel, please? Now, will you join me over here, and we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, we can tell you that Mrs. Jones is salaried and deals in a service, and we will begin things, well, Steve Allen, I think we put you to work.
Might I avail myself of your services, Miss Catasauqua?
Possibly.
Might ladies
Steve,
also...
let me say that on the basis of what we know specifically and explicitly about your activities, I'm going to change that answer because it would throw you otherwise.
All
That's
right,
one
sir.
down and 9 to go.
Didn't
Miss
want to be
Kashi.
thrown.
You're it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. It means that I am going to use it, right?
No.
So who?
So who?
Maybe Bennett, who knows?
No, I would think this personal application of use is probably
I meant the
leading you
female.
Oh, you mean a female?
Yeah, because he is a masculine, not him, so...
Thank you, my dear.
Well, but Steve,
You're welcome.
neither question was posed on the basis of would a man or a woman, so I have to let the no's stand, I'm afraid. Mr. Sir.
Mrs. Jones, the territory you come from is inhabited quite a bit by the Amish. Is that so? Have you got anything to do you serve in any way the Amish people?
No.
That's 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
Do you work for a non-profit making organization, Mrs. Jones?
No.
That's 4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Allen.
That is entirely verdant and bucolic territory. Does your work have anything to do with farms or animals, anything of that sort?
No, not at all.
That's 5 down and 5 to go, Miss
Doing
Kashi.
fine.
Is your job can be done only in Pennsylvania? Philadelphia, I mean?
No?
No.
Wherever she is.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania's in
Mrs.
Philadelphia.
Jones, we're flying all directions. I want to make sure now, is the service that you perform done for human beings?
Yes, the employment is, it's a service rendered at human request.
But are there animals involved in any kind of the service that you perform? Not at
No.
all.
7 down and 3 to go, Miss Francis.
Mrs. Jones, do you work indoors?
No, I don't.
That's 8 down and 2 to go, Mr. Allen.
Don't
You talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. Well.
Don't you think we are dumb, Miss Jones?
Right.
Just a moment now, please. Let me see. Is our children involved?
No.
9 down and 1 to go, Miss Kashi.
Are we enjoying when you do it?
Well, I would agree that it is something which you might pause in the day's activities to watch, and there would be certainly a high degree of interest, particularly Mrs. Jones, as pretty a person as Mrs. Jones was doing.
So it's yes or no?
That's a yes.
So I continue.
You keep on going, yeah.
Can I give her a hint?
Yes,
Yeah, well, you can have 10 seconds to give her a hint.
What she does changes the appearance of the place where she's working.
What you does, change that, will you have?
Yes, sometimes.
Continue.
That's if she ever uses paint in what she does. Paint.
Oh, you are a painter?
Would you like... Sometimes. Okay, you're very generous. Sometimes.
Oh, and it is outdoor, right?
Yes.
Then she builds houses.
She's too feminine to build houses.
Don't you kid yourself.
You do it in a special time of the day.
No.
No. Bennett, you seem to have some ideas. You want to take a guess? It's all over.
I wonder if Mrs. Jones has anything to do with building or construction or plumbing or something to do with fixing up a house.
Well, it wouldn't be a house, but I must congratulate you, because this is a tough one, and you don't need to feel bad about not catching it, because Mrs. Jones, highly unlikely occupation for Mrs. Jones. Steeplejack. How do you like that? She works with her dad, Tony Clough, and her 2 brothers. Started about 5 years ago. Last thing she worked on was a 97-foot flagpole. And she does everything the men can do and looks a lot better doing it, let me say that. Thank you very much, Mrs. Jones. Very nice to have you with us. We'll have another contestant for you in just a moment after this word. All right, now to meet another challenger. Will you sign in after you've entered, please? Mildred Hughes. Right, ma'am? Miss or Mrs. Hughes?
Miss.
Miss Hughes. And where are you from?
New York and Miami, Florida.
New York and Miami. Well, those are nice places to be from, especially if you can jump around as the weather jumps, too. Miss Hughes, may I present the panel?
What is it?
Now, will you join me here, please, ma'am? We'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. Panel, we can tell you that Miss Hughes is salaried and deals in a product. And we will begin things with Bennett Cerf.
Miss Hughes is a product with which you deal, something that is used by human beings.
Yes.
Is it used by both sexes?
Yes.
Is it consumed?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
Is it found indoors?
Yes.
Is it something that comes in contact with the person?
No.
Now, you are asking this question is in the context of, is the contact specifically necessary to the use?
I mean, do you touch it when you use it?
No, you don't. This is not to say you don't touch it at all, because you do any product, but it is not necessary to touch it to make use of it. That's 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Allen.
Would this product, Miss Hughes, be more likely to be found in one part of the home than another?
No.
Small question.
Not really.
It'd be nice to keep it one place so you could find it later, I would think.
That's enough of that, John.
Overmatched.
Steve, we want to be fair.
Good.
I know, it's odd, but then it's a new year and all that sort of thing. And, you know, I never met a cannibal who didn't like every woman he ever... What, met? No, I guess not. We will go this far. We will agree that the tendency would be to have this object in some parts of the house rather than others. All right with you?
Yes, I agree.
Is it ever used outdoors?
Could be?
Would it be more likely to be used indoors?
Yes.
Is it in any part metal?
Yes.
Is it bigger than the proverbial bread box?
No.
No, that's a little booby trap we put there just for you. That's 2 down, or 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Kashi.
It means it's smaller than this bread box, right?
Yeah, the bread box.
You understood.
Yeah.
And I want to repeat, it's not from metal, right?
It is from metal, that's right.
Right. I'm just repeating to see. And, oh la la. It is metal. I don't know what to say.
You want to pass?
Yeah, I pass you.
All right, Bennett. I'd pass him, too, if I had the opportunity.
Mrs. Hughes, does this product ever contain something?
Yes.
If it was used in the kitchen, might it be used to put something in?
No.
No, that's 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Francis.
If one had this product, would it be in sight rather than hidden?
Yes, usually.
Can it be...
With your permission, let me add, you would not have the purpose of displaying it so that it would be readily seen, but you would be able to see it normally when you...
It does... do most homes have one of these?
If they're smart.
I would have to make a judgment here, Arlene, that most homes don't.
No?
That's 5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Allen.
Is there anything electrical about it?
Yes.
Does it plug into the wall?
No.
That's 6 down and 4 to go, Miss Kashi.
So we don't plug it at all.
No.
But you said it's electric, right?
Yes.
So how do you use it if it's not to plug? So it is, oh, thank you. It's from battery. I mean, you have battery there to make it work.
Yes.
Does it? When it works, it gives you enjoyment.
Yes.
No, when it works, I would say, no, when it works, I don't think you're very happy. 7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Sir.
I don't know whether Mr. Daly is laying a trap for us or not, but is there anything dangerous about this product?
Not really.
No,
Well, why
not
do you-
about the
Why
product.
do you say then that we are not very happy if you use it?
Pardon?
No, we said...
You did say you're not very happy if you use
If it was used, you wouldn't be very happy.
You
is
would
what
not
we
be
said.
very happy.
That's right. Miss Francis.
Although I would be.
Yes.
You sell it, right?
Yes.
Now,
But does
now you
this-
see that you found out that Miss Hughes sells it. All you got to do is find out what it is. Arlene?
Does this product, when it is in use, does it do away with anything?
Yes.
Does it do away with odors or termites?
No. Its purpose is to do away with something, but it is not that sort of.
Does it do away with living creatures of any kind?
Its intent is to do away with them, yes. And I use the phrase do away very broadly.
Are they by any chance mice?
No, I'm afraid not. No.
Would it be one of those things that bugs fly into and become electrocuted with?
No bugs. No, this one has
Bugs or
got you
insects?
bugged. Instead. No,
What does it
actually,
mean to do away? The word that they...
I say to do away, I use in a very generous. It's a burglar alarm. It's supposed to do away with burglars. Miss Hughes is with the Ballistics Control Corporation, a Long Island company, and they have a little burglar alarm. It's about so big, and it operates off batteries. You were very right, Miss.
Dangerous for burglars.
It's dangerous for burglars, but not for the run-of-the-mill of fine, upstanding, straightforward
Like yourself.
citizens. Well, I was going to say you, Bennett, but I'll take it back if I may. All
We
right.
also have telemergency that summons help immediately in case of holdup or burglary or the like. And also, telemergency has other assistances for you, like fire or panic in any case of illness or the like.
Well, Bennett doesn't need it anymore. He used to be a two-second story man, but he's improved lately, you know. Thank you very much, ma'am.
We're in
day.
Long Island City.
Yes, it's nice to have you.
Thank you.
We'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment, but first, this... All right, now we come to the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery challenger, for which, as you all know, the panel is blindfolded. Blindfolds in place, panel?
Yes, indeed.
Good. Will you enter mystery challenger and sign in, please? All right, panel, you know, in this case, it's one question at a time, in turn, moving clockwise, and we will begin things with Arlene Francis.
Are you in one of the performing arts?
C. Mr. Allen?
Are you better known for your work in motion pictures than in other mediums?
Oh, si può dire di sì, ma non credo in due risposte.
You do, and you'll be sorry, I'll tell you.
I would say, it would be yes, but this does not really draw a specific balance. We'd say known generally in the other areas, too. Miss Kashi?
Are you appearing now in New York? Sì.
Mr.
If
Sir?
I know who she is.
You know who she is?
Yes, for the voice, I think I know.
Well, then why don't you...
Is it Abbe Lane?
Disguise it and bring it down very low, but I couldn't do it.
Because you said sí, and I know that you know Espanol, entonces you gave yourself.
I know, but I'm not really, so I thought I'd throw everyone off the track because I was born in Brooklyn.
Yay! That means automatically, Abby, the house is yours.
Oh,
You bought in
thank
Brooklyn.
you.
Brooklyn's the greatest borough New York ever had. It's like the Mayflower, you know? They say if all the people who alleged they came over in the Mayflower had done it, they'd all had to be in the Carrier Enterprise with the Franklin Roosevelt right behind it. And that's what everybody comes from Brooklyn. It's a great place to be. Yay! Well, I'm also the New York question was, Miss Abby, is it one of my favorite hotels. I had an office there, the Hotel Plaza. For years, I had my office there in the Persian
It's a wonderful
room.
hotel. I'll be at the Persian room for another 3.5 weeks if anyone has a chance to come in to see the show. And I'll also be appearing on Ed Sullivan next Sunday.
Oh, Ed is lucky, and we are lucky to have
thank you for
had a
having me
chance to
back.
beat him, Ed.
I'm sorry we didn't fool you.
Well, so am I. Thanks very much.
Thank you,
Nice
John.
to see you again. Well, I must give you credit, panel. It's a tough night, and you've done well with a tough program so far. We'll have another contestant after this word. Now, a final contestant. Will you enter or sign in, please? Gregory? Moore. Right, sir? Where are you from, Mr. Moore?
Asheville, North Carolina.
Asheville, North Carolina, but you are now
In
laboring
New
in the vineyards of New York. Nice
Yes,
to have you with us. Mr. Moore, may I present the panel? Will you join me, and we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, we can tell you that Mr. Moore is salaried and deals in a service, and let's begin things with Miss Kashi.
Is this service, oh la la, is it good for, you serve women and men together?
Yes.
Oh, nice. You're handsome. And when, do I come to you when you make this service? I mean the people.
Yes, you
Do we? Wow. I will go again to this. Do we enjoy when we come to you?
Yes, you do.
Oh la la. Is it heavy? You, it's fun. Oh, I don't know. Go. Take it.
Mr. Moore, you look artistic. Does the service you perform have anything to do with either the arts or beautification?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
But one does come to you for your service, hmm?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And does it take place indoors?
Yes.
Yes.
And do you ever come in direct contact with the people that want your service?
Physically?
Yes.
No.
You don't touch them?
You would have occasion to touch them, wouldn't you? As a part of it, wouldn't it be reasonable to demonstrate?
Possibly.
Yes, it's possible. You go ahead on.
Is what you do something that gives the person pleasure in discovering?
Yes.
Would you instruct in any way?
Yes.
Are you a teacher in something rhythmic?
There's an element there,
Sometimes,
yes.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it something other than dancing?
Yes.
Do the people come to you in groups?
Sometimes.
Do you teach them something that it means they use their body?
Yes.
Is it anything to protect them, like karate or judo?
No.
No, we run out of time and I have to flip.
Oh.
Any guesses? I think the indoors has thrown you off because actually Mr. Moore is at the Vanderbilt Athletic Club and he teaches skiing indoors. They have a plastic brush slope. So that did it. Thank you very much. Nice to have you with us. I'm afraid I've used up all our time, and so with the panel's kind permission, why, I will say the good nights. Miss Kashi, it's been fun having you with us. And Steve, we'll see you on I've Got a Secret tomorrow night. And Arlene, I hope I see you tomorrow. Bup India and Bennett, I hope we can go and have a nice cannibal meal somewhere together. And thanks to all of you for being with us on What's My Line?
What's My Line is a CBS Television Network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Cotton. Francis Gown is from Von Teller. This is Johnny Olson speaking for What's My Line?